Why do I do music? I feel like the answer to these questions gets deeper and deeper with each passing year. At 19 years old, when I first started professionally, I wanted to be the best guitarist. I dream of forming bands that would perform at big music festivals and big stages. Basically living like a rock star. That lifestyle that allowed me to be famous for whatever musical reason that didn't happen. By the time I was 25, I got burnt out, but all I could think of at that point in time is how I can make more money by playing music professionally in order to achieve a lifestyle that I wanted. So I took up all kinds of jobs that was related to music. I was taking on shows that didn't pay me well. I was taking on shows that I don't enjoy playing as much as I wanted to. I was also being asked to do more things that I'm paid to do. So I got burnt out. And by the time I was 28, I made a lot of money playing music, but I wasn't happy at all. So I did what a lot of musicians will do. I started a sound system business in hopes that I could, number one, help the industry with my audio knowledge at that point, and number two, stop playing the gigs that I don't want to play for. So at that point in time, the reason why I do music was to fund my business so that I don't have to play music full-time anymore. I remember back then I was dealing with a lot of anxiety, burning out, broken relationships with my loved ones. My health got worse, I was feeling like shit, yada yada yada, but I was eventually making good revenue every single month, and I was like, okay, I can finally quit playing music, right? Nope. Because COVID decided to smack me in my face when I just achieved all of that baseline revenue for my business. So at 30 years old, I lost everything and I went into crazy depression because of COVID, and my reason for playing music back then was to simply feel alive again. At that point in time, I was doing a lot of live stream music events, but I honestly missed the connection I had with real life physical audiences right in front of me, where I can feel the energy exchange with my music. I couldn't feel anything at all. All I could do was play music to a camera like this over Zoom or whatever social platform there was, playing to a webcam while needing to hype myself up before every single live stream. That was energetically very draining for me. But thankfully, COVID passed after a long 2.5 years, and I was so excited to get back to playing music back then. I was 32 at that point in time, and my reason for playing music was to make people happy through my musical performances. I realized that when I make people happy, right, it feels that little happiness jar inside my heart, and this is still going well even until today. And right now at 34 years old, I found another reason to why I'm doing music. I realized that playing music that makes me happy regulates my emotions very well. I did not recognize this over the years, and I only realized this when I start to discover more about myself through my healing journey and all these personality tests that I've done over the years. It makes me happy for another reason. I also find it quite cool that I feel really relaxed after almost all of my musical performances nowadays. I know, that's a very long answer for a very short question, but I want to know your reason for doing what you're doing right now in the comment section. Let's talk.